Welcome back to the channel, you guys. So with the ever-growing mod list on the F-150 Tremor, I want to spend some time and get this battery area, all of our auxiliary wires, and get it all completely cleaned up. I have read in a forum somewhere that if you remove the battery, take the tray out, there's more auxiliary wires, so you get more length on these tiny little guys right here, because they are so short from factory that T-taps are really the only safe option, in my opinion, right now to get these tied on. I don't feel confident that I can get a good crimp on a butt splice with how short these wires are. So if we could take the battery off and extend these quite a bit, then we're gonna do some heat shrinking, some butt splicing, and get this whole area cleaned up. And not only do I want to get this cleaned up for my sake, we do have more mods coming. We have the Putco Excalibur tailgate bar that needs to get tied into our battery. We also have the brand new Boost Auto Ion Series door handle LEDs that are gonna get put onto this truck very soon. As soon as they ship them out, we're gonna get those installed in the truck. I'm very excited for that mod. But those will also need to come back to the battery. So we need to make room in here, which mostly involves getting this bird's nest cleaned up. All right, so the first thing we're going to want to do is just get our battery disconnected. So I'm going to start by disconnecting the negative, then we'll disconnect the positive, and then anything that's sort of associated with the battery. From what I understand, we want to take the tray out. So we'll take out these bolts here, and they look like they could be 13 mils as well. Yeah, they are. All right, there's the tray. All right, let me show you guys here. So if we come down here, here is all of our T-taps here to our auxiliary wires that you can really see they aren't long at all. Like I can barely pull them out of the engine bay. So we want to extend these wires somehow. So I'm just gonna take white electrical tape. I'm gonna make little flags for each wire. Then we're gonna take our Sharpie and we're gonna label these the color that the T-tap is associated with. So this one's green. You think they could have used a different color, right? There's a yellow and then a yellow with an orange stripe. So this one's just yellow. This one's blue and orange. Slash orange. This one here is purple with a blue stripe, and this one's brown. There's this one here that goes to the yellow and orange. And if you aren't using any of your auxiliary switches, you don't have to label them. But because I have various devices hooked up to the auxiliary switches, I need to know which ones go back to where, especially because they're all fused differently. So for example, I have the side vent lights hooked to a 5 amp fuse, whereas I have my bright, like the bright hood lights on a 10 amp or 15 amp fuse, because they wouldn't be able to handle a 5 amp fuse. You'll blow the fuse right away. So loading your auxiliary switches accordingly is very, very important. You can't just willy-nilly hook up an air compressor or a winch to a smaller, which is your 5 and 6 auxiliary. You can't hook up a higher load item or device to your lower amp fused auxiliary switches. Otherwise you'll blow through your fuses. All right, so now that we have these all labeled, we can just simply, for the time being, disconnect these all from the T-taps. This is the trunk right here that we want to extend. We want to hopefully bring this out a lot further so then we can put our butt splices on and make it all nice and neat. So we're gonna see if I cut some of the tape off here, how much we gain. Be very careful when you're doing this, you guys. You do not want to cut any other factory wires where you're gonna start running into electrical issues because you sliced into a wire not knowingly, and then you have non-stop intermittent electrical issues on your Tremor. And I think that's kind of as good as we're gonna get it before it goes back into the engine bay. So we actually gained a lot on that. And just coming down here so you guys can get a better visual, there's this big trunk cable right here. I know I have a lot of wires in the way, guys. I kind of apologize for the simplicity of all this. But you have this factory trunk down here, and you can see where I've cut right here. I've cut this boot apart here. We'll tape this all back up so I can pull all of these wires back here. And now we've gained this much. So now we can shove this somewhere over here, a nicer spot right here, and do all of our joints right here. And I can actually strip them, heat shrink them, and then maybe we can even tuck them right back down in there so they're a little bit more hidden. It definitely is good news being able to gain that much wire. And what we'll do is we'll actually pull this out a little bit, and we will tape this boot back up. All right, so let's put the tray back in. That's not going anywhere. All right, so we got everything tightened back up. The battery is back in place. We'll work on connecting the positive and negative after we get these auxiliary wires hooked back up to our accessories. And I got some butt splices and some heat shrink to help with that. Here's how much space we've given ourselves. Mind you, we still have to connect the batteries, but we've tucked a lot of the wiring in down there behind the tray now, and then our auxiliary wires that come up here. So I'm not gonna put heat on this just yet. I wanna make sure everything works before I shrink these down and then tuck them all away. We wanna make sure all of our lights work, just in case I have maybe some insulation pinched underneath the butt splices and it doesn't have a good connection, but we'll figure that out right away. But so much better right off the bat. We can actually find our connections easily, and just looks a lot nicer. You know, like if you're a car show guy and you have your hood open, it just does not look good having a huge mess of wires here. So let's just put our battery connections back on, and then we'll see what we're dealing with. So I got everything buttoned up, and here's what everything looks like. Everything's nice and tight. I got things taped up to make it look nice. And we have our 6 auxiliary connections that we just did. And obviously I'm using all of mine, but if we need to change it out in the future, it's very, very accessible right now. And this is so much better. We have the Boost Auto running board module right here. So that's just tucked nicely into the battery tray, so no issues with that at all. But just really cleaned up the engine. It looks really, really good. And whoever told me about the extra length under the battery, thank you guys so much, that's awesome. Before I shrink those heat shrinks down, let's just make sure everything works. All right, if we go into the truck here, we will turn our accessory on. Auxiliary 1 on, which I know is our running board lights. And then auxiliary 2 should be our yellow spotlights on our hood. And that works. And then auxiliary 3 is our running lights on our hood lights. And that works. Auxiliary 4 should be our rear spotlights, our rear reverse lights, so I can blind people. That works. Our auxiliary 5 should be our side vent. That works. I'm gonna switch this out sooner than later, you guys, just a heads up. And then number 6 should be our new AM off-road grill lights. And there we go. So I turn them all on. Then we know everything works. All right, so there you have it. We know everything works. Everything is cleaned up. The only thing to do is heat shrink our auxiliary connections, which I'm gonna do after I'm done wrapping up this video, you guys. I don't really need to show anyone that. All you do is take your heat gun, hold some heat to it, and they will shrink onto our butt splices. That was a long video. That was probably 2+ hours of filming. It won't obviously take that long if you're doing it yourself, but I have a lot of wires I needed to clean up. This will all be condensed into probably a 10 or 15 minute video, which is always funny when you do that. You do 2 hours of filming and then you chop it all up and it ends up being 10, 15 minutes. But hopefully that gives you guys a good idea of how to extend your auxiliary wires, how to keep your engine bay clean, and we were long overdue for that. So lots of mods on the way, you guys. Stay tuned. We wanted to make room. We wanted to clean out the engine bay for those mods that are coming. Aside from that, that's all I have today. If you guys have any questions or concerns, make sure you guys comment below. I will answer. And as always, thank you guys so much for being here, and I'll see you in the next one.